Hello, and welcome. Recently, I have been reminiscing. I've been going through old videos, old photos, and I've come across myself in very different stages of my life. And it really got me thinking about what changed. And so, as one does, I got my journal out and I was sort of writing down my thoughts. And one of the common themes that I came across was living slowly and living intentionally. So, today I thought that we could sit down and chat about learning to live slowly and learning to enjoy and fall in love essentially with the everyday. Quite recently, there was a period of time where I just felt like I was on autopilot. Every single day, every single week just felt the same. And one day I was just sitting down and I was thinking something has to change. Like, when am I going to feel happy? When am I going to feel joyful? And there was so many things that I was achieving, whether it be in my career or in my personal life with financial and life goals. But even if on paper I was doing really well and I was achieving my goals, I had this feeling of sadness, or not even sadness, but like I wasn't happy. It was like emptiness. And because every single day felt the same, I just felt like I was on autopilot. I felt like I was making no choices. I was just doing everything that I had to do. I was working, I was doing chores, and I was working some more. And I never had time to slow down and to do the things that I loved. And so, upon reflecting about what was happening, I had to sit down and come to terms with the fact that something had to change, and that something was that I had to live slowly and I had to live with more intention. Eventually, I was able to find a really good balance between working towards my financial and career goals, working really hard. You guys know I have a full time and a part time job, which does get hectic and doesn't leave a lot of room for spare time. So, yes, working towards my financial, career, life goals, but then balancing that out with doing what I love, doing my hobbies, and actually living and enjoying my life. I wrote down a couple of things that have helped me to get to where I am now, where I've been able to find that balance and I've been able to be happy. Like, this sounds strange, and if I was watching this video a couple of years ago, I would not have believed me. I would have just thought, she's just saying that, there's no way this feeling can be real. I am telling you, I wish I could transfer it through the screen. I am happy, I'm joyful, I'm excited to live. So, here are some things that have really helped me. I've stopped treating every day like a task. I used to wake up in the morning, and I kid you not, the first thing I used to think when I opened my eyes was work. I used to open my eyes and immediately think about the meetings that I had that day, what I had on, whether it was something that I was dreading or not, maybe a meeting that I was really not looking forward to because it was going to be a difficult conversation, etc. And I guess it doesn't help as well because I work from home, so oftentimes that line of work and life is very blurred. So I would wake up and immediately think about work, and my whole day would just be doing tasks. So I would obviously work, and then it's cleaning up, doing chores, doing things that you need to do. And every single activity felt like a task, and it became so repetitive. And that's what I was talking about before, like feeling like I was just on autopilot and I actually had no input in my life at all. I was just doing things because I had to do them. Now, when I wake up in the morning, my boyfriend and I have such a good routine. We get up, we have a morning coffee every single day together, we go for a walk, we sit outside, we bird watch. It is just so beautiful, and it's gotten to the point where at night I actually look forward to waking up in the morning because I know what's waiting for me, and it's happiness. Happiness is waiting for me. On top of that, I always make a conscious effort, and again, this is work in progress always. It's up and down. There's some weeks, months that I'm really good at this. Some days I'm really off. Some weeks I'm really off. But I really try to enjoy the tasks or things that I have to do during the day. For example, going to the gym, cooking, cleaning. I find joy, I find peace out of doing those things. And even as a silly example, cooking. I cook for the both of us every single day, and it used to feel overwhelming on top of everything else. But I've learned to realize, like, it can be a little, I don't know, this is gonna sound silly, but like a little magical moment of like, I know how this sounds. Oh my gosh. It can definitely be a very happy moment. Like we choose what to eat together, and as I'm cooking, my boyfriend usually does some DJing. So I have like live music. Like it's the most heartwarming experience, and shifting that perspective between like, oh, I have so many things to do today to, oh, I enjoy doing this. Same with going to the gym, not viewing it as oh, something I have to do, but instead viewing it as an amazing opportunity to move my body. And I go to the gym with my mum every single day, so we yap the whole time. I now look forward to going to the gym because it means yapping session with my mum. It's my favorite time. Actually, I feel like I'm going to say that about everything. It's my favorite time. The morning is my favorite time. The gym is my favorite time. But that just goes to show, like, in my brain, I am so happy about the mundane things that I do, whether it's waking up, going to the gym, going for a walk, cooking. I love it. Something else that I find really helpful is to let things take longer. I don't know if you guys relate, but unless I am conscious and intentional about my life, I find that I rush everything. I walk fast, I eat fast, I do like 5 things at once, I work fast, I everything I do is just fast, and most of the time it is for literally no reason. This has actually helped my nervous system as well, slowing down and letting things take longer. Like for example, if I am putting out the washing, why am I putting it out like I am timing myself and am trying to win a world record of putting out the washing the fastest? Like, who is running after me? It's not even like I'm rushing because I'm like, oh, I have a meeting in 10 minutes. I have to get this done quickly. No, I have the whole evening to do my stuff and I'm rushing through every activity. And usually, this behavior was paired with then sitting down to unwind and doom scrolling. Tell me why I was rushing every single activity just to go on Instagram, like just to sit down and turn my brain off and go on Instagram. Which brings me on to something else that I found really useful, which is having intentional habits. There's so much to cover for this point. I don't even know where to start. I am so passionate about this topic. This has probably been the most life changing thing of all. And I hate to say this, but actually, I love to say this. It really is that damn phone. It really, I cannot stress this enough. When I stopped doom scrolling and I instead started using that time to do things that I love to do, reading, crocheting, sewing, doing anything creative, going for walks, spending time with people I love, it gave me my life back. My days feel longer. I feel like I'm doing something different every single day. I no longer feel like I'm going on autopilot and every single day is the same. There's so much I want to say, but I can't put my feelings into words. But genuinely, doing hobbies, creating, doing things that I'm passionate about, doing things that bring me happiness. Example, even filming this, filming YouTube videos, editing, making thumbnails. Oh my gosh, I feel like I have my life back. Every single day is unique. I'm excited about every single day. I cannot explain how much joy I feel in my heart about life. Having intentional habits and hobbies completely changed my life. I used to think that I didn't have the time, right? I was like, I would love to read, I would love to crochet. I just don't have the time. I work so much. When am I going to do those things? And then I was looking at my screen time and I was noticing that I was constantly on my phone. So I'm looking at my screen time and I'm like, I have the time. And the time is there. I'm just using it to go on Instagram and doom scroll. Something else that really helped me was falling in love with my life. I used to always have this mentality of when I have this thing, then I will be happy. And then I would have that thing and I would be moving on to the next thing. Oh, yep, I'm not quite happy yet, but when I have that thing, then I will be happy. And like I said at the beginning of this video, I was doing very well in terms of achieving the goals that I was setting and living a life that I really wanted to live, but there was still something missing inside of me that I couldn't quite pinpoint. I just couldn't be happy. And I was constantly chasing the next thing. And so I really focused on falling in love with the everyday, falling in love with the very mundane things in my life, like we were talking about before. Waking up in the morning, our morning routine, going for a walk, going to the gym with my mum. I love those things. We're very blessed and we have birds that come into our backyard. And so that's something that brings me joy every single day. I genuinely think like romanticizing your life. Maybe that's what I should have called this point. Romanticizing your life. Romanticizing, falling in love with your life, whatever we want to call it. It's that joy and that happiness that you have. It's being content with what you already have, which doesn't mean that I don't have any aspirations. I have lots of goals, I have lots of things that I want to achieve. But in the process, like whilst I'm on that journey to achieving those things, I'm happy. And it feels strange to say it because I think I spent most of my life not knowing what this actual happiness felt like. And so now that I'm feeling this, I wish that I could like explain it, but I can't. But I'm just happy and I wish that I could tell, 16, 17, 18, 20-year old me, you're going to be able to achieve that feeling. Final thoughts from my brain dump that I had written down is that the biggest change is to live slowly and live intentionally, and being able to balance the things that you have to do with the things that you want to do. What I've noticed is that slowing down has allowed me to live. That's, I think, that the best way that I can explain it. Slowing down has given me life. I know it sounds extreme, but I can't, there's no other way that I can put it. And we're here to live life. Life is meant to be lived. And I feel like oftentimes we're just on the go, on autopilot, not doing anything that we want to do, not creating any new memories or experiences. We're meant to live. We're meant to experience. We're meant to love and feel. And I think slow living allows you to do that. It allows you to notice your life, but also it allows you to learn who you are as a person outside of other people's thoughts, opinions, etc. I think that's all of my thoughts for today. I'm so passionate about this topic and I genuinely, I think I could go on forever speaking about this. Next video is going to be a hobby vlog, I think, because there are a lot of projects that I'm working on right now. And guys, I think I'm going to be doing a mosaic bird bath. If you know me, you know I love my bird bath. So if that's something that interests you, I'll see you next week. But thank you so much for joining me this week and I hope you enjoyed this chat.